How's it going, YouTube? Got FourthStarTCG here, and today I have another installment in my collection video. So as requested by Kevin Ursha in the comments last time, I am doing my Japanese sort of EX era stuff. Now the big thing in my collection is Japanese EX era EX cards. I have every set-based Japanese EX card in a PSA 10. But I completed that set a couple years ago, and I already have a playlist showing off every single Japanese EX card set based in PSA 10. So I'll link that in the iCards, and I won't be showing off those cards today. So what I will be showing off is the promos that I have from this era, and sort of two other things, my EX holographic cards and my Delta Species Holos. So those are the two other things that I tend to collect here and there within the EX era. So without any further ado, let's crack into it. So the first thing we'll be showing off the EX era Japanese promos. Started off very nice with the first ADV EX promo, this Korokoro Kyogre Ex. Got this back in my most recent PSA submission. Really happy with this. And for these videos, all of these are for this video. Every single card in this collection showcase is graded a 10. I do have some other 9s and stuff, but I won't show those off. Just for the sake of time, we'll show off the best cards. So beautiful Kyogre Ex, awesome glossy promo. Really excited to have this in the collection and to get it back in the most recent PSA submission. In the submission right before that, this beautiful Rayquaza EX from the Master Kit side deck. This is actually fairly difficult to find. There were not a lot of Master Kits out there. So I think like in the past, this was a relatively cheap card, not so much anymore. Those Japanese EX era promos, those EX era sort of side deck things, not the easiest things to come by these days. So a beautiful Rayquaza EX. This artwork is Japanese exclusive. This never made it into English. So that's another thing going for this beautiful card. Next up, Kyogre Ex. This is from another starter deck. This has a really interesting holo pattern. I don't know if I can kind of pick it up here in the light. You can kind of tell it's got like this really weird like wave thing in addition to the sort of regular holo that you can see right there. But yeah, this is really nice. These came in a Japanese deck product. Relatively not as difficult to find as like the Master Kit and the starter deck stuff, but still a pretty awesome card. Next up, this is what I'm really happy about. Rocket's Riku Ex. This is a very interesting promo. So this came in basically like a Team Rocket box, and I think in the Team Rocket box you got like a couple packs of Rocket Gang Strikes Back, and you got a black or silver deck kit. Maybe you got both, I'm not sure. And you got this Rocket's Riku EX. It's kind of like the gym boxes today, except with less packs, and they're much less printed of these boxes. They are very hard to find. Even just like sealed these days, nearly impossible. So that's the only way you could get this Rocket's Riku EX. This ended up being our EX Deoxys box topper. But in Japanese, you had to buy one of those special box things in order to get it. Here's a really nice card. That is thumbnail material right there. We have the Celebi EX 5,000 experience points promo. Again, the play promo Celebi. I don't remember when I bought this card. As you can see, it was graded a while ago. I did grade it myself. I think maybe I bought it off of Jeremy Rayquaza TCG or something. But yeah, this is amazing. Really happy to have this card, especially now that in English it's super expensive. I still get to have this beautiful, I mean, just look at that holo pattern. Yeah, we are killing it with the lighting now. Check out, just beautiful. Yeah, so really excited about this this Celebi EX here. And that's been in the collection for quite a while, probably since maybe I got it in 2016, I think. Deoxys Battle Road Spring, PSA 10. This ended up being like a Pop Series Holo blister promo thing in English. But this is a very difficult to find, very difficult to grade Delta Species Holo. Kuki Saito art, it's the normal form of Deoxys. I think you got all of the other forms in Holland Phantom, so this was kind of the normal Deoxys Delta Species. I'm pretty sure there was not a normal form Deoxys Delta Species released in set, so this is kind of the only one that you have. We got another Rockets Raikou EX here, but this is not the holo version, this is the non-holo, except for that little holographic kind of gold stamp right there, if you can see that. So this is a Battle Road promo. Not exactly sure how this was awarded, but it was a sort of one of those Battle Road promos. Very, very nice. Kind of cool that I have both versions of the Rockets Raikou EX. Next up, we got some really nice cards. These I kind of have to show off all at the same time. We have the blanks, Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza promos. These are just amazing. I think this is arguably the greatest Rayquaza artwork ever done. Meteor Arita, just beautiful. This is an incredible card, and just it really just captures the Japanese promo collecting experience. You've got exclusive artwork, you've got this sort of blanks like your Rayquaza, really just sort of something they'd never do in English. You know, the only card they really did like that in English was a Birthday Pikachu or something, which had a spot to sort of write your name and your birthday. But doing this kind of stuff in Japanese, the blanks promos are really, really cool, and they're just fantastic. So this is not all of them. There's still, I think, the Celebi, the Mew, and I don't have those, unfortunately. This Groudon, incredible. I actually got a raw version of this card signed by Masakazu Fukuda. Unfortunately, Fukuda misspelled my name, which, like, you know, I wasn't actually there. I had someone else do the signing for me, so I certainly can't complain. I got the card signed anyways, and I didn't have to fly to Dallas to do it. But man, would it be so awesome if I had the correctly spelled name on that card. And Hajime Kusahima again. These cards are just a trio of amazing artists. You got Arita, Fukuda, and Kusahima, just beautiful. Oops, camera a little there, but we got the Regice EX from the first season subscription. Pretty nice there. Hikaru Koike art. This ended up being in EX Emerald. Here's another pretty hard to find Rayquaza EX. This from the Emerald half deck. Yeah, so these, this was in a gift box, the Rayquaza Deoxys gift box. Arguably the lesser known gift box after the Mew Lucario gift box, which came with the Mewtwo and Pikachu Gold Stars and a bunch of EX cards. This one I think only came with the Rayquaza and Deoxys EX, and then the Kyogre and Groudon Holo that ended up going in Emerald. Again, this is Japanese exclusive art. This never made it into English. Surprisingly, the Deoxys EX from the gift box and the Kyogre and Groudon did go into EX Emerald. But this Rayquaza did not. Pretty surprising, especially given that EX Emerald has a Rayquaza sort of on the cover of the booster packs on the booster pack art, but EX Emerald does not have a Rayquaza EX. More cards that kind of have to be shown off together. The limited edition starter kit, Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre, EXs. These are very hard to find. These ended up being tin promos in English, but again, these are play promos in Japanese. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, obviously you got it with the limited edition starter kit, but I don't really know exactly what that is or how that was released. But yeah, they're play promos, so obviously you had to be a play sort of promo or play Pokemon member to get that. I don't know if it was like the season I don't think it was like a season subscription thing. But these are really, really nice. Just love them. More EXs. Again, promo EXs are not necessarily part of my collection goals, but I still collect them every now and then, get the fun ones, get the ones that I enjoy, and maybe eventually there would be like a time where I would go after the promo EXs. It is pretty difficult. Maybe I won't do it in PSA 10, especially like once you get up into like the Mew EXs, the Holo Rockets Persian EX. Those are very challenging. All right, so now we are out of the promos and we are on to the Delta Species Holos. We'll just kick it off with the big boy there. Charizard, Miracle Crystal, first edition. Arguably the most expensive, hardest to grade, or certainly not the hardest to grade. Actually, that would probably go to the Dragon Frontiers cards. But not easy to grade, I'll tell you that. Centering issues are a problem with a lot of Delta Species Holos, especially Dragon Frontiers. But yeah, first edition Charizard Miracle Crystal, you cannot go wrong with that. I got this back not in my latest PSA submission, but the one right before, and was really, really happy to get that back, as eventually I will go after all of these Delta Species Holos in PSA 10. I think I'm maybe about, I did the math, I'm like at 30% or something with the ones I'm showing off now. That's a very long-term goal. I'm not sort of actively working on it, you know, just pick up a card here and there. Here's another just insane card, Gyarados. The reason I'm collecting these, again, is just the artwork is mind-blowing on these. It was really like the Delta Species era, one of my favorite eras, because, you know, everyone loves that holo pattern, but sometimes it does kind of get in the way. So when you can do like a sort of flat holo like this, there's a lot more room for the artwork to pop. And, you know, just the uniqueness of Delta Species of Pokemon being different types, it was really, really exciting. Cradily, so we went from some of the top ones to arguably not one of the top ones, but again, this artwork is amazing. Again, all of these Delta Species cards just have fantastic art. Beautiful Kuki Saito there, Cradily sort of coming out of the forest in the moonlight, just beautiful. Armaldo here, Holland Phantoms. So there were, I think, 4 sets that had, or 3 sets that had Delta Species Holos in Japanese. No, 4 sets. So you had Holland Research Tower, which started it off. Then you had Holland Phantoms, or Holland Phantom in Japanese. Then Miracle Crystal, which really didn't have a lot. I think Miracle Crystal only has 3 Delta Holos. You could arguably include the Sceptile EX in there, but Miracle Crystal, you've got, here's a beautiful card. I'll go back to that, but just want to talk about this Milotic from Dragon Frontiers. Very, very, you can even see with this, the centering is a little bit off, but for Dragon Frontiers, this is great centering. It is not easy to find a well-centered Dragon Frontiers card. I can attest to this from trying to grade them myself for probably about 5 to 6 years. I have not come across a lot of 10-worthy cards. But as I was saying, Miracle Crystal only had Ludicolo, I think Blastoise, Charizard, and that Sceptile EX, if you do include it. Pidgeot, Holland Phantoms. Beautiful. It was kind of surprising as Miracle Crystal had Delta Species cards, not a lot of Delta Species Holos, but then you go to Dragon Frontiers and like everything is Delta Species. You've got a ton, all the EXs are Delta Species, Gold Star is Delta Species, all the Holos Delta Species. Beautiful Latios Holo. I just love this card. Beautiful meets here, Rita art there. Fantastic. Again, this is just why I collect these cards. Truly beautiful, all of them. You know, you'd be really hard pressed to find a bad Delta Species card artwork. I mean, come on, Tyranitar, first edition, meets here Rita art, Tyranitar chilling in the lab there. If I ever get cards signed by Rita, man, it's gonna be tough to decide between like this, the Altamers, Lotties, like there's so many amazing Rita cards. I do find it hard to like, I could, if I was limited to like 4, I could probably pick, but if I had to do 2 or something, that would be tough. All right, Rayquaza, Holland Research Tower. This is another big one. Yeah, there's a lot. There's surprisingly a lot of like big Delta species holos. There are a couple Rayquazas. There's obviously the Charizard, the Blastoise. There's like Mewtwo in Holland Research Tower. Holland Research Tower has a lot of big cards. The Lotties are in Holland Research Tower as well. And then obviously Holland Research Tower, you have the Evolutions, Espeon here. Yeah, so you've got all the Evolutions, I think, all the Evolutions that were released at that point. You had Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, and then Espeon and Umbreon were all holos in Holland Research Tower. In Japanese, Holland Research Tower did not have any EX cards in the set. All you got were the the Delta species holos, and then I believe Kyogre, Groudon, and Metagross Gold Star were in Holland Research Tower. So you wanted to pull those Delta Holos. They were really the only chase cards in the set. Mentioned Blastoise from Miracle Crystal. Here we go. I do have the Charizard and the Blastoise. Pretty nice. Yep, just love this. Again, beautiful Musakazu Fukuda art there. Truly, truly beautiful. Love these Delta species holos. I cannot say it enough. One of my favorites, Salamence. This card in English was the first graded card I ever purchased. So I always have a soft spot for this card. I think I actually have a couple of them. I'm not putting duplicates in my collection showcase videos just because it's not really, doesn't really a point if I've already showed off the card. Beedrill, again, just, you know, what gets me about these Delta species holos are how themed they are, how the artwork is sort of consistent across the set. You're gonna see a lot of this tower here. This is obviously the Holland Research Tower, but you're gonna see a lot of that. You know, the Tyranitar art is probably, he's like up there. It's really like, it all really is coherent and it's wonderful. Just seeing that stuff is awesome. Crobat, not one of the big ones, but again, when you're going after all of them, you do have to get the even sort of less exciting ones. But to me, these are, all of them are fantastic. You know, whenever I see these, I do try to pick them up, as I love them a ton. I think this was another purchase from Jeremy, Rayquaza TCG, many years ago. Deoxys from Holland Phantoms, truly, truly beautiful. Meets here Rita art there. This is the attack form of Deoxys in Dark type. Very, very nice. And the final Delta species holo that I currently have in PSA 10, Metagross from Holland Research Tower. Again, just beautiful Masakazu Fukuda art. You can see the Holland Research Tower in the background, beautiful sunset. I'm always a sucker for sunset cards. The Gyarados, beautiful. This Metagross, beautiful. So yeah, just a huge fan of that. All right, I will grab this final stack here. The final stack is EX era regular holofoils. Looks like I need to readjust my mat here. But yeah, so the EX era regular holofoils, these are, I think some of them might be promos or something. But I will start going through them here. Got the Tyranitar, Dark Tyranitar from the Black Deck kit. This again has a double holo pattern. You can kind of tell it's got the regular foil, but then it has a sort of speckle foil on it. You can kind of see it there. It is, in person, it is a blow you away card. It is really, really nice. So yeah, I just love the Dark Tyranitar here. We'll keep moving it on. Groudon from the 7-Eleven ADV promo set. This was interesting. These were, you'd get these in packs and you'd open them up. You could get holo or non-holo versions of this card. Obviously the holo version ended up being our box topper for EX Hidden Legends. Beautiful card there. This is just incredible artwork. Again, the EXR Holos, really the reason I am collecting them is just because of the artwork. Incredible Itsuka Nishida there on this Milotic. I think I have a couple of these either off at PSA, ready to be graded. It's just like one of those cards that you cannot get enough of. Team Magma's Houndoom, you can kind of see the Magma logo in the background there. Houndoom Holos are beautiful. This is a kind of interesting artist, Ken Ikuji, but very nice there. I don't know if I've seen many cards illustrated by him. Metagross from Clash of the Blue Sky, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Truly amazing. Love that artwork. And yeah, that's really going to be the story on most of these. I mean, like, Salamence, Mitsuhiro Rita, Rulers of the Heavens, just incredible artwork, especially these ones that I have back now. I do have a ton of these EXR Holos in gradable condition, either off at PSA or something. But these are sort of the big ones that I've already graded. Meganium from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean. I think this was part of a Secret Santa gift last year from another Jeremy Swolepoke. So very, very thankful to him for that. Golden Sky Silvery Ocean, again, going to have a lot of these. I just got these back in my latest PSA submission, so showing off the 10s again. We'll go a little quicker through these, as you probably have seen them fairly recently. For Alligator, beautiful. Everyone says this should be a gold star artwork. You could just take a Microsoft Paint bucket, change a couple colors, extend the hand a little bit, and no one would look twice at this as joining the gold star family. Beautiful Blossom, Kugi Saito art, incredible, love it. Here's another beautiful Houndoom. Midori Harada art there. Houndoom cards, again, Houndoom, surprisingly, they always sell for a lot. Probably a lot of Houndoom collectors out there. Maybe just it lends itself to good artwork. This is arguably one of the best artworks in this set. Gyarados from Mitsuhiro Rita ended up being reprinted in Champions Road in Japanese. I think this ended up going into Celestial Storm in English, not 100% sure on that. Porygon 2, I just check out that holo pattern. Japanese foils just, they blow you away. When you see this stuff in person, it is just incredible, and you want to collect them when you see them in person. Highly recommend everyone, like, pick up one, pick up two. They're not that expensive. You can easily find these cards ungraded under $5. You know, maybe they won't be in perfect gem mint condition, but, you know, still, you get an amazing looking holo like that. You toss it in one of those Pokemon Center display cases, and it is money. Speaking of money, Typhlosion, Golden Sky Silvery Ocean. This is a huge card. I was really happy to get this back in my recent PSA submission. So, love that. I think we're moving out of Golden Sky Silvery Ocean into some Rocket Gang Strikes Back Holos. Got a zoom reel here. Just love that artwork. The waves in the background, a zoom reel having the time of its life. Just love it. Lady in here, and you'll kind of see as I flash the holo in the light, the eyes of Lady in her holo. I'm a big sucker for holo eyes. That's probably the reason I sent off this arguably not so big card. But yeah, just love that, and it did come back with the PSA 10 grade. So we are loving that. Dark Electrode, it has been a challenge to find these dark holos in PSA 10 condition, but I was able to do it with this Electrode, so that is very nice. Another one I was able to acquire in 10 condition, the Dark Steelix. probably not going to go after any kind of like full set for EX or Holos, but I will, you know, pick up the ones I like, grade them here and there, especially stuff like this Dark Steelix. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Incredible stuff. Just a few cards left. Metagross from the constructed starter deck. This was, up until a couple months ago, this was like the best buy you could ever make. In Japanese, it would go for like 20 bucks, which is even like only double MSRP from when it was released in 2004. There's modern stuff that sells for more than that. But you get this Metagross Holo, and you also got a Jirachi Holo, which was fantastic. And I think a lot of people did forget about that Jirachi Holo. But I actually opened up one of these decks. I'll link it in the iCards if you want to go check it out. Obviously, this is not from that, but hopefully, I will eventually grade those cards that I got from that opening. And we're down to the final two cards, two more from Magma vs. Aqua. We have Team Aqua's Cacturn. Again, if you can spot the logo in the background. And last but certainly not least, Team Aqua's Crawdant. Beautiful, beautiful card there. And again, from my most recent PSA submission, if you were looking at the cert numbers there, you could probably tell a lot of these cards came from that most recent PSA submission. Just sort of like August of last year was when these cards really started being viable to grade. So I was happy to do it. Hopefully I'll get some more back in the near future. So thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and stick around for more videos. And let me know what you want to see next.